What to do, my gente? Your boys coming through once again with the new video. Today's video, we're gonna talk about the Greenwall, specifically how it was in high desert. What was their tactics? Their little get down and stuff they did over there, man. It's time to start exposing these individuals, man, and basically just expose the truth out there. You know, let's just be realistic about it. The Greenwall exists. If you're not want to put a light on it, that's your personal decision. But guess what? I will put a light on it because I witnessed a lot of stuff that shouldn't happen. People becoming framed and stuff like that, and I don't think that's cool. So with this being said, let's go to the video. So let's just put it this way. When I first got to prison, I landed on high desert, right? From the gate, I was told, look, man, this is a get down of this hood right here. So just be careful, man. Understand that these people are on some other level. So the more I picked game, right, it seemed like they were on the trip that they favor their own race. If you've been in high desert, you know what I mean, right? They favor the whites, which, you know, there's nothing. Well, you know what? There's wrong with it because it's supposed to be equality in prison, right? They did end up getting a lawsuit because of this behavior, and again with the violent tactics as well. So what I'm gonna tell you right now is basically how these people were acting up in that prison, in the sense that they were doing whatever they wanted to do. For those who know high desert, that is a prison that's over there, like put in the corner of California, in the middle of nowhere, and to actually for inmates, I mean for us, we used to feel like we were trapped, like we couldn't get in touch with nobody. There's nothing we could have done. Usually these individuals that they don't call themselves Greenwalls, man. You know, they don't call themselves Greenwalls. They're not exposing that. If they're Greenwall, they will not expose that because they learn from mistakes. That's how people got caught. That's how people got fired. And we're humans. We learn by mistakes. So of course they're not gonna put it up front, but just on the base on their actions, how they act, you can tell that they're not a normal CO. Because a normal CO or correction officer, what you want to call it, will keep it respectful, give you what you got coming, not extras, but what you have coming, right? And do their job. I mean, apply to that oath that they took, right, to protect. Now, a Greenwall or an individual with these tactics is the opposite of that. Just put it this way. When this in high desert, those guys used to want to do whatever. They were in a mindset that it was them against the blue, and either if you were with the green, you were gonna get with the program, or they were gonna give you the business. I still need to make a story about this one individual who actually took his became unalive. He took his own life away. And he was a green. And why? Because these people were just pushing on him, bullying him, calling him snitches and stuff like that, just because he didn't agree with the way they were acting at High Desert State Prison. I got the story right there. I just need to put it on the video. These individuals used to, as soon as you came to High Desert, they'll surround you and try to put you on the cell that they wanted, which is understandable, right? But if you didn't want to sell out, they'll take you out there in boxers in the middle of the snow and surround you and tell you either you're going to do it or you're going to do it. And people got their ass beat 100%, and other people broke it down. When we were on lockdown, we don't supposed to be seeing nothing, right? So whatever happens in the yard, nobody's witness to this. But one thing that you have to understand, they still run kitchen workers. So kitchen workers used to see how the CO will bring somebody out of their building, right, who was acting up or whatever, in handcuffs. And as soon as they close that door, they'll drop him on his face and just drag him by the feet all the way to the office. True stories, man. True stories. And this is nothing but Greenwall behavior, man. A CO is supposed to behave professionally. It's a job. You're supposed to follow the rules the same way that you want an inmate to follow the rules. As a matter of fact, you're supposed to follow the rules even more, because as an inmate, he's supposed to be a criminal. I mean, he's supposed to obey by certain rules. And if he don't obey by those rules, yeah, there are gonna be consequences. He's gonna get a 115. Time is gonna be added to his sentence. But as a CO, man, that's your job. Your job is to behave professional. You know, to don't talk about snitch, you know, or stuff like that. That's your job. When you see somebody as a coworker seeing that he's doing wrong, you're supposed to report that coworker, because that's not the right way to go about it. You're supposed to protect the inmate, right? And these individuals don't do that. If an inmate had an issue with the way they run program, with the way that something was being done, right, that didn't confirm with the Title 15, with the rules and regulations that come with the prison, and they did a 602. First of all, they'll trying to get that 602. They'll let it pass the first time. That captain's gonna come and talk to you, or the lieutenant, whoever it is, and he's gonna tell you to drop it. Just drop your 602, man. We're gonna call it partially granted. Basically, it's partially granted means they ain't gonna give you nothing, but it's partially granted. If you don't like your response and you try to throw that 602 again, they'll fish that 602 out of that box. I've seen them with my own two eyes, fishing the 602 out of those boxes and take them out and read them every single 602. That's against the law. I mean, because if you don't got that formal communication, because that's the only way you can communicate to Sacramento about what's going on, the issues in the yard. So when they start doing that, they're cutting all your communications, because you cannot send a letter, because guess what? They read your letters at night. So you can't send letters. You cannot communicate to SAC, telling them that there's an issue, right? So this was the tactics of the Greenwall and High Desert. Other tactics was in the sense that if there was, let's put it to it, there were anti-inmates. Not necessarily just racist, but anti-inmates. If an inmate had an issue with something and you approach a cop, I've seen cops just dropping inmates just because they approach them, because they told him to take it home. And as the inmate was talking, he didn't like that and drop him on the floor. Again, put him a fake charge of assault on a peace officer and send them to a hole. And all for what? Just because the inmate wanted to ask him a question or had an issue that whether it was his toilet that was plugged or something. You know, it's nothing serious, but it's just a simple fact that these people didn't care about an inmate. And it's all right. It's all right. But just put it this way. The same way that the COs want the inmate to behave, obey the rules and do those stuff, they as a CO have a greater responsibility to go by the rules, man, to be professionals, to don't come over here with the egos talking about if they respect me, I'm gonna slap them. That's just Greenwall mentality. You are a CO. You're supposed to be professional, right? If you can't be professional, get a different job, man. Because being a CO in the California prison system is not gonna work with you. You know what I mean? Because you're dealing with criminals. You're dealing with people who are used to break the law, don't follow the law. I understand that. And there's ways to go about this. You know what I mean? Give them a 115, give them time, but don't overdo it. Don't make up stuff like they used to do. That's straight Greenwall mentality. Again, were these individuals saying, "Oh, we're Greenwall"? No, they're not saying they're Greenwall, but they're talking about not snitching within their circle. They're doing criminal activities within their circle and to inmates, right? And there's proof of this. There's proof of this. There's a lawsuit. There was a lawsuit in 2013 that an inmate won, right? So it's just little things that happen in high desert with the Greenwall, because they're saying that Greenwall stopped in 2003 or 2004, but not because a handful of CEOs got caught saying they're Greenwall, whatever. That means that everything died down. No, you have to remember, CEOs transfer to different prisons, and again, they can throw their ideas to a system of COs, and they can just go with it. They might not say that, oh, I'm a Greenwall, but it's the same mentality as well, you know? It's a CO against the blue. I have seen so many crazy stuff, man, and CEOs taking your property, taking your drinks and start drinking them. You try to go get crazy with them, trust me, you're going to wake up with broken hands. It has happened. It has happened. So, like they always say, man, you better pick and choose your battles. It said a 12-pack that cost, back in the days, $660. Is it worth it? Going through that hassle? Nah, it's not worth it. I mean, you have to learn how to take your pick your wins and your losses, right? So that's one thing I want to share with you guys of what was actually going on over there in High Desert State Prison, which it was pretty messed up, man. Pretty messed up. I never been in a system like that, and it took for years for that thing to actually fix themselves. For what I know, in 2013, it kind of fixed itself because a lot of people got fired. A lot of people quit. Let's not mention that High Desert, I believe that they've been going, before 2013, they were going through wardens like crazy. Why? Because it's either you're with us or you're against us. So it is crazy. It's something that we should expose out there and put out there and tell the truth about it, right? Nobody wants to speak about this. They want to get on some other topics, but that's the truth about the system in California. So with this being said, man, hopefully you like this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and throw your comment. I'll highly appreciate it. With this being said, man, I pray and hope that you have families doing good. I wish nothing but the best to you and your familia. So I'm out. Till next video.